Hello everybody, my name is King Quad. We're having an amazing day. Of course, today we're here with some Mortal Kombat 1. We have a deep dive from the developers themselves, from NetherRealm, and honestly, some pretty interesting stuff, right? So we're going to be taking a look at these 5 videos up here. These were posted just yesterday, and although they're not like the craziest things, it does actually include a full beginning to end match, as well as some important details that I feel like are worth knowing, especially about cameo characters. As a new, consider subscribing, as I do post content like this daily. We're going to go in chronological order as these were posted to get the most sense out of these. And without further ado, let's get straight on into this. Hope you guys are having a great day. So this is the first one, Mortal Kombat 1 new Kombat Kast intro. Let's take a look at it. Scorpion, the boy, Katana, Goro in the back. Why do you look like Vin Diesel? Oh, heck no. What is this? No, sir. No, sir. Not a fan. Kenshi, the boy. So excited for his return. He's gonna be so cool. Raiden. Heck yeah. And Kung Lao. Johnny Cage. Nina. Ew. Her mouth.
Kombat Kast starts now.
Alright, y'all, this is the technical first video. This is the Kombat Kast 1. Let's discuss cameos. And I'm actually the most excited for this one. I gotta know, bro, how is this gonna work out? Because I've heard supposedly there's gonna be a different roster for the actual fighters themselves, and then a different one for the cameo fighters. Most excited about that. I want to see if there's any overlap, how it exactly works. Are there limitations? Are there gonna be some that are fully exclusive only to a cameo, or vice versa, only with the fighting playable characters and not with the cameos?
Exciting. We're excited to talk about.
Still goofy, and I love it.
But before we do that, before we actually go to gameplay, let's talk a little bit about cameos themselves. Like,
yeah,
Stephanie, what do you
Let's
see?
hear it. Let's hear it, Stephanie.
Cameos are kind of an extension of the way we've looked at player expression in the last few games.
Okay.
You know, we had customizable loadouts, variations, and now this is something new where your roster character is.
That's another thing I want to know. Is there going to be variations in Mortal Kombat 1? That is a big question I feel like needs to be answered, because that's going to change up gameplay either a lot or reduce it significantly compared to Mortal Kombat 10 and especially Mortal Kombat 11.
You know, set. But then your cameo is you can go back and forth with, and you could maybe shore up your weaknesses by giving yourself a projectile. Or you could shore up your defense by having new mobility options. Or maybe if your roster character doesn't have the best combos, you could have a combo-centric cameo. So it's kind of a way to
balance,
change the way you play. While
it
keeping
yeah,
your base
that's pretty
roster
cool.
character the same.
I like that. I like that.
And I would imagine some people are going to switch back and forth depending on matchup. Some people are just going to have their favorites.
That's going to be exciting for Evo.
Sure.
I will.
Sure.
Absolutely. I will only do it if it's sort of makes sense in my head.
My bad.
Lore.
Some people are just going to have their favorites. So
Some people are going to base it off of lore.
Sure.
I will.
Sure.
Absolutely. I will only do it if it sort of makes sense in my head.
So like Sub-Zero and
that's what I found about
Frost.
cameos, too, is that
Another
for
thing
me,
that I want to know throughout this entire thing, supposedly Scorpion, and I didn't even think about this being a possibility, supposedly our Scorpion in this game isn't gonna be Hanzo Hasashi, which is crazy. Hanzo Hasashi might not even be in the game. That's a crazy concept.
As a fighting game player, do have a lot of
chance.
weaknesses.
Yeah, you do. They're really there to just complement how you want to play, right?
Yes.
And so if you want to have...
That's really cool.
Like,
It's reassuring, to say the least.
You want to be kind of a zoner and have a cameo that also does additional zoning attacks, you can do that. Or, like
That's
Stephanie
gonna
was
be
saying,
annoying.
If your character maybe has a little weakness over here, equip a cameo that will complement it so that you have this full kit that you feel is the best for you. And everybody's going to play differently, and that's what's really, really exciting to see.
And of course, there's a bunch of cameos that haven't been announced yet.
There are.
There
are.
So that you'll be very excited
Heck
about.
yeah.
For me, it's such a cool, just extra thing to think about, and it really just multiplies the matchups. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, they're using this cameo this time. Now I have to think about this. Now I can. Maybe they're not combo centric this time. Now I have to watch out for traps. Like, that's interesting.
And they introduce a new level of just chaos too, which is a lot of fun, right?
Yes.
Like they can absorb attacks, so you can almost use them as like a decoy.
I didn't even know that.
Things like that. Like it.
What?
It's
You
gonna
can
be
use them as a
exciting to watch
decoy?
The community explore the cameo system.
Right.
It's awesome.
Nice.
So I guess what we
You
should
know
do
everyone's
now,
gonna go
Stephanie, would you
crazy,
like
bro.
to go through Kung Lao.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like fun. So Cameo Kung Lao is one that we've shown in gameplay trailers, but he wasn't in the stress test and all that, so we haven't really got a full look at his moves. So let's go through them.
For sure.
Oh my! I'm just now seeing this. The black hand wraps on Scorpion. Oh my god, this looks so clean, bro.
One of the cool things
Such a
about
great
cameos
outfit.
is it's an opportunity to have like these classic versions of characters. And Cameo Kung Lao is based on Mortal Kombat 2 Kung Lao.
I have peeped that every single cameo character so far, all of their appearances, except maybe for Goro, he looks a little out of place. Everyone else, though, they're all based off of their original first appearances. Like this Sonya up here, obviously that's the throwback Sonya. It's really cool.
Them to also, they look like the classic characters, and they have kind of classic moves.
Exactly.
Too, which is awesome.
Very
like
iconic
the
moves.
spin.
Yep.
And like the effects look just like they
Exactly.
did back then,
Like
which
the
is
little
so cool.
silver outline, yeah. So
That's really
this
cool.
is your classic combo starter.
It's
Use
cool
your
to see
clean
Scorpion has
character
his
who
teleporter.
doesn't have great pop-ups.
As
Kung Lao
always,
can help you out.
down
Or,
back
like Derek
X.
said, you can also double down. Maybe combos is your thing.
Yep.
And you can do even more.
Oh yeah.
So he also
Dang.
has
So they're actual in-game combo extensions. They do what 5% damage
low
too
hat,
for
which is
one
a
poke.
pretty quick projectile, and you can
Insane.
actually combo out of it.
It's a solid
And then
15%
lastly,
right there.
he has
16.
his teleport.
Let's go.
That's
And
so
this
cool.
is a great example that cameo moves are not
my
just
God.
like combos or like offensive moves.
Yeah,
Some
that's
could be
crazy. That's
mobility
crazy.
tools,
Right.
buffs, debuffs, weird stuff like that.
You can
Like,
combo
can be
out of
pretty
it. That's
creative.
so crazy.
Yeah, across all the cameos that will be coming out, you're going to see a lot of different like things you would not necessarily expect for them to do. And
Exactly.
But again, like we've talked about it allows you to really like the biggest thing for us. The line is player expression,
Exactly.
and this is going to let the player really choose what they do with their
Pretty cool, bro. That's pretty cool. I'm excited.
And
Look at
the
all the
same character
pedestrians in the back.
a number of different cameos. It's just there's so many iterations. It'll be awesome.
It's
Nice.
also really cool because it's allowed us this opportunity to bring back characters that you haven't seen in over a decade in some cases. Which
That's
is really
true, but I truly hope, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. I truly hope that there's no like exclusive cameo characters. Like imagine we've waited like 16 years for a Mortal Kombat character to come back, and they end up being locked to only being a cameo character, not like a playable character. As cool as it would be to just have them there, I definitely think Mortal Kombat 1 is the opportunity for them to, reach out of the park, I guess you could say, and try different things and grab things from the past. I mean, they're bringing Smoke back. I want to give a big shout out to all of y'all who watched yesterday's video because you guys have been blowing up that video. But, I mean, with the community alone, everyone's been loving and waiting and hoping for Smoke to return. And now that he's coming back from MK1, it just goes to show, people love the originals. We gotta see more of the older ones. I'm happy that Natara, the dragon lady, I'm so happy she's coming back, bro. She's gonna be so cool.
awesome.
There are definitely ones like that coming. That's for sure. But yeah, no, and of course, Kung Lao will have a classic throwback fatality, but I don't think we're going to show it
Not
today.
today,
Not
not
today.
today.
But I do.
Wait, a classic throwback fatality? Does that mean the playable Kung Lao, or does that mean your cameos can do fatalities?
Kung Lao will have a classic throwback fatality, but I don't think we're going to show it
Not
today.
He said
Not
classic
today,
throwback. I would
but
assume the
I do
cameos
also
have their own fatalities. I don't even know how this works. This is crazy.
love the classic fatalities that also accompany the cameos. It's just another way.
So they do. That's crazy. This is huge information,
Not
yo.
today, but I do also love the classic fatalities that also accompany the cameos. It's just another way for you to, finish a match. It's so cool.
They are pretty much across the board exactly what you'd want to see, and they have just never looked better. Like,
Yes.
I don't want
Nice.
to tease too much, but like
That-
cameo Kung Lao, you can probably guess, and
Yeah.
it's just so
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It
I
looks-
think he takes off his hat, slices him from bottom to top in the middle, watches him just flap open, and then, raises his hands in victory, fatality.
looks great.
Can't wait.
And you'll
Cannot
see it soon.
wait.
You'll see it soon enough.
Yep.
Nice.
So cameo is just generally like a huge part of this game.
yes.
Uh-huh.
They are involved in your combo breaker, your fatal blow, your throws. They're just
In your fatal blow. That's crazy. So we have seen that a couple times in the different trailers. That just means I don't think single fatalities or single fatal blows are going to be a thing anymore. That's like your special when you get under 30%. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I mean, it's cool. I would consider myself very open-minded, so I'm down to see how it works out. It's just interesting to think, like, something we've had since MK9, since I was a kid in elementary school, the first MK in a very long time. To think that they're going to change something so iconic, the X-rays, gonna be interesting. I'm down for it though. I'm down
Cinematics,
for
the
it.
intros, the victory screens, like they're integrated in the gameplay and aesthetically pretty much as possible.
Yeah.
Yep. And like we talked about, like the one thing we were always talking about is player expression. This is just another way to bring your, like the one thing that we've seen it during the online stress test. One of the coolest things about our community is the creativity that they have.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I've been in this building for a while, seeing stuff that I think is awesome. I mean, every just awesome stuff here, and all of a sudden I'll see somebody pick up something and see it on the online stress test and be like, "Oh, that's possible."
Yeah,
Okay.
I've still never seen that. That's the first time I'm
Right.
seeing it. Yeah, absolutely.
I already feel like they're talking about Sonic Fox on Hanzo Hasashi. Crazy gameplay, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. I don't remember which month Evo is being held in, but I've already seen confirmation that in Street Fighter 6, the DLC character that hasn't even come out yet until the end of this month, Rashid, he's viable for Evo, which I would assume means that it's probably going to be a couple months away until we see Evo. Oh my god, I cannot wait, bro. I hope Mortal Kombat 1 is in the game for long enough before we actually see Evo, and I can't wait to see how people cook with their different characters, bro. It's going to be so cool.
The cameo system is like,
I just want
you
Kotal
get the
Khan to
main
return. I
fighter,
don't know how they
and
would do it in
cameo's
the
kind of
in the
your
storyline.
teammate, like, you're
Save him
building
for Mortal
almost like
Kombat
a
2,
loadout
that's fine.
scene, right? And
I just
it's
want to
sort
see him
of
return, bro.
How do I want to play my main character and complement him
He's the
with
best
my
new
loadout
character, in my
and
opinion.
My team loadout, and that's always how I've seen like the whole cameo system.
One of the ways I like to look at it is my favorite thing about it is it kind of allows you to, I guess you could say, break the rules of the game or the balance. Like there'll be certain moves that, well, this is an armored move, but it doesn't pop up for a combo. So you have armor, but you don't do a lot of damage. There's some situations with like Cameo Sonya where now you can combo off that. Like Sub-Zero's EX slide. You can actually get combos off of it. Or there's certain moves that you're
So
not
we
supposed to
kinda
get a combo
broken,
off
but,
of,
you know.
can.
You can you can use the Sonya cameo to combo.
I think the stress test was
Exactly. Which is like for
pretty
30
good proof
years,
that people
you
can
normally can't
manage with it,
combo
you
off
know?
An uppercut. You just get your big hit.
Unless you're
or
fighting
that
against a pro,
square
then
wave, you
good
can.
luck,
And
you know?
it really feels like
Rest in
you're
peace.
like,
Breaking the rules.
yeah, just doing stuff that's forbidden.
All right, now this is the nitty and gritty, right? Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. This is gonna be an actual match. I'm gonna try to dissect it as much as I can. I'm sure they'll be talking too. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.
Again, special thanks to the QA team.
Yes.
Big shout out to NetherRealm, bro,
For
and
putting this
everyone who
together. We
put
have a
this
fight
together.
now that we're going to show you between
This is great.
Johnny Cage and Scorpion, showing how they actually work in a real fight.
Heck
Take a
yeah.
look.
Heck yeah. There he is.
All right, that's classic.
You love to
That-
see it.
I've-
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Well, you do act like a 12-year-old.
That is accurate.
Wow.
And Johnny Cage clearly has the home advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
No pun intended.
Although, I mean, you could make the case that he's going to be more tentative while fighting because he doesn't want to break everything in his
Oh yeah,
head.
he definitely would not want anything broken. Actually.
Right.
Nice looking.
So I'm seeing this gauge in the bottom right.
In the front room.
The
There's
start.
a giant picture of himself in there as well. Which
Of
I
course, why wouldn't
absolutely
he?
love.
Dang!
Of me.
All of that off of a counter,
There you go. So the
bro.
hold. Oh, that's a perfect example. He
That was
risked
like-
it to get that meter up and
Ooh.
That was a
totally
40% combo by Johnny
But-
Cage, y'all.
One of the little meta things there is that maybe he thought
38%.
it was a losing round anyway, and it was worth it to have it for the next round.
Fun fact: during development, the flamingo back there, like there were multiple times where if you did like a big hit or something, it would just go fly out of the pool. I hope they didn't fix it.
Wow, okay.
Ooh, good punish on that.
I love how,
Got
like, they just
revoked.
seem so passionate about it. And you guys notice, Johnny Cage doesn't fight with his
Breakers
green
is
aura. They
so
changed that in
cool
this game.
this.
He's just
I
kind of
love
a
his
dude
ideas with
at this
cameos,
point.
they're all
He does have, like, a shadow effect almost. But it's definitely not his green powers that he usually
Oh,
has.
and
Swagging.
wow.
Which is interesting.
Using
It's
the
interesting.
teleport
I wonder how they're going to
combo.
explain that
Very,
in the
very
story.
Oh, and that overhead kick gets you all the
He's always kind of been like a... Something with his bloodline. I don't remember. They explain it in MKX.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
Dang,
love the
so
camera.
saucy. I love these camera movements.
They're very, very
That is... Oh my god, look at it. He did it
Look at
again.
that.
It's so
Canceled
cool.
out of it.
Yep. He just wanted to check it out.
Mm.
All right.
And he
Yeah, if
stared
you-
at him while he went flying. Saucy. I'm kind of rooting for
Yeah,
Scorpion a
he's
little
been,
bit.
He's been sitting on hype. He has not
I'm
acted
biased,
the
though.
whole time. Oh, excellent use of Kano's cameo there, too. You get
Oh.
to punish. And here we go.
So what are these emotes? These taunts?
Very smart.
Oh,
from
he's in
Scorpion.
like a-
He's ready for it.
in his star mode.
Here we go.
Double nut
Oh
punch.
my god.
What?
How many times
Was that a triple nut punch combo? 1, 2,
Go.
double nut
Oh
punch?
my god.
triple. That's
How many
crazy.
times he's gonna hit the person in the crotch?
Wow.
Wow. A 50% combo with hype.
Disgusting. With hype. That's what it's called. So it's a hype meter.
Possibly the last round.
Yeah, excellent
Wow.
with punishing. Scorpion there.
This could go either way. I feel like Johnny Cage is gonna win. I mean, you know, I feel like this is almost a Johnny Cage.
Just sitting there,
Showcase?
take a frame of it.
So far, he seems the most different
Oh, that Johnny
as opposed to him in Scorpion.
Oh.
Fatal blow?
He almost had him right there.
He would have gotten the
Uh-oh.
uppercut brutality if that was the case.
Scorpion wants nothing to do with this.
Does he land it?
Oh. So, do you want to explain
His
that?
fatal blow, the attack into it, is actually a parry that he can hold.
No, he's broken. Are you serious? I was wondering what that was. This man said, "No, sir. No, sir."
Oh.
That's disgusting,
So,
bro.
do you want to
His
explain
his
that?
fatal blow, the attack into it, is actually a parry that he can hold.
And it catches you.
You got caged. I think that's what isn't that Cassie Cage's her handle in MKX?
The lights here.
Maybe it's MK11. One of the two.
And we're gonna save that for next time, for another time, not next time, for another time.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, big thanks to QA. That was an awesome fight.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's
That
insane.
was fantastic. When they first sent it to me, I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what I wanted." Like,
Yep.
All right, so now they're gonna do the individual breakdowns. One for Johnny Cage and one for Scorpions. I'm hyped, bro. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Well, I think we should take a look at Johnny Cage.
Oh. The cage? Well.
Do you wanna before we do that? You wanna do some? Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What-
Oh, wow.
while Stephanie's setting up Johnny Cage here,
Nice.
I want to talk quickly. While Stephanie was walking me through Johnny Cage, every single character I see in this game, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that character. Yeah, I'm gonna play that character.
You do that every game.
I know I
you
do.
do it every game,
But
and you
there's
suck
just-
with them all.
That's
Except for like one. Maybe
Unfortunate.
wow.
two. Your Bane was good.
See, me personally, I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that. That's just me.
Johnny is a different level though. Johnny, there's something to Johnny that I'm just super excited about.
He's cool.
you'll
He
see
is
it here in
cool.
a moment. We're getting it all set
He's an
up.
OG, you know.
So let's talk about Johnny Cage.
Goofy
So-
as always.
Yes. So one of the main things about Johnny Cage is he is a mix-up and pop-up combo starter machine.
Yep.
Like,
We're
the
not
heck?
showing it yet. Are we showing it?
We went thermal. We went
go.
night.
All right.
What was that?
ton of his new moves pop up from a combo.
And one thing that you'll notice quickly is he doesn't have like his traditional Johnny Cage energy.
Yeah, talk
right?
about
Like,
it.
Right.
Talk about
Like,
it.
you know, he could manipulate energy when he was doing his kicks, or he would throw the force balls and things like that, right? Like, he doesn't use this as a more of a grounded character, but still has those same attacks, right?
Right. In fact, he does not have the energy balls at all. In the new era,
Wow.
Liu Kang has reshaped the world, and Johnny Cage is strictly anti-zoning. He hates it. He can't stand it.
Wow.
But to
What a
make up for
world.
that,
No magic.
yeah, to make up for that, he has excellent rushdown and unique ways to get in.
Yep.
So one
He's
of the new
rush
moves we'd
down?
like to show
Aw,
is
heck
this
no.
command dash.
I mean, I guess he
Quickly
kind of
goes
was,
in,
but
you use it to cover space, and if you're close, he can actually go through the opponent.
He's that fast.
He can also do it twice.
Which helps you close in pressure, of course, too.
yo,
Exactly.
he's gonna
No, is
be
he vulnerable
crazy,
during
yo.
that
He's
time?
gonna
He
be
is.
crazy.
Gotcha.
Another new thing he has, which I think is one of the neatest thing about him, is the hype meter.
Gotta
Okay.
hype it up!
This
So-
is it. This is the thing.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
what's
So
all-
that's a star.
So in the corner, you can see the little star.
Yeah.
As he does special moves and certain taunts, he'll start to build it up.
Right.
So what are the taunts? Well, if you hold L2 after doing some of his special moves, he will hold a pose.
Oh, and you hear like the
It
camera's
looks really
flicking.
cool.
That's
And
cool.
notice the star is filling up.
Yes.
Yeah,
It fills up kind of
some
fast.
other stuff you can see.
Did someone say huh?
Really cool.
And notice the star is filling up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone said, "Hey, Daddy, is Cassie Cage a character in this universe?" That'd be crazy.
other stuff.
That means him and Sonya are together from the get-go. Interesting. Interesting.
So for
I love
example,
it.
That fills
yeah,
up so
nut punch,
quick.
But he can
3
actually
moves
hold
or
it.
2.5
Right.
moves.
Then, once it's full, you're fully charged, and when you're ready,
It's time to wow out.
you activate it. So this gives you the
Uncaged.
ability to
Isn't that the
special
name of
cancel
his
special
in-game
moves
movie?
And other special moves.
That's a lot of special and canceling. Oh, so you do double nut
3.
punch.
That's a
That's right.
confirm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm
And
mad.
can't you do like multiple kicks in a row and just be like, blam, blam,
That's
blam,
right.
blam, blam? Yeah.
Combat time.
Now, if
Oh
that's
my
not
God.
the top of fun, I don't know.
Look how much that did.
This is what excited me
19%
most.
damage,
Also,
bro.
like,
Just
we
from
talked
spamming
about
the same buttons
some of
over
the
and over.
information got out during our event in
I'm mad.
Los Angeles.
24%.
You have- if you go down, 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 it's a taunt now. If you try a teabag, that will also give you.
I like that.
height
I like that.
So there's something else the height meter does that's really neat.
What's it do?
It allows him to get an EX move without the cost of a bar.
Right.
So for example, EX.
That's
rising
kinda cool.
uppercut
See, that's kinda cool.
combos. So let me build it up. Once you're in hype,
Come on.
you can hold the button down and get a free version of it. So once per combo, a free EX move.
That's awesome.
So you can use this to do simple stuff. Like you could do a shadow kick. They try to punish it. You special cancel in a nut punch, then special cancel into uppercut, and then for free, without using a bar, you can get an
No.
air combo.
That sounds
then bring
horrible.
in your cameo to extend it, maybe Jax's backbreaker.
Show
and
me,
then finish the
Stephanie.
combo.
Can you do that?
So big damage if you've got the hype thing up.
And
Sounds
it's
like
just
a
fun to do.
A lot of
It's
complex
also
work.
incredibly fun to do, and it's super fun to hear the crowd.
We will see
So
some.
goofy.
We'll see some amazing versions of it in the fight at the end of the show
Yes.
Right.
Lastly, there's one more mechanic I wanted to show. Johnny Cage has a unique mechanic where he can actually break a throw, use 1 bar a meter to break your arm, and then disable your throws for limited time. So if you could neutral jump and do a throw, I'll show you.
What?
Oh.
That was not a
Failed.
neutral throw.
today. What?
Oh, you just got a neutral throw, man.
Oh,
There you
sorry,
go.
it was. I just mistimed it.
Oh.
All good.
So there you go.
And
Now,
I am pounding on the throw button,
And nothing happened.
and I cannot throw.
yeah.
That is so.
So it does
cool.
take a bar, but it's a pretty neat
There we go.
mechanic.
So a little bit of time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's what I love. I love the little, just the little bits of new
Yes.
energy.
Sounds
coming in the
horrible.
game.
Sounds
Super
horrible.
Fun to see.
You always got to keep them fresh.
that mechanic.
Wow.
is
I
just-
mean, it looks like he has everything so far. I'm hoping
I-
that they
I love
balance the
throwing.
rest of the cast.
And
Yes.
my throw punishes are broken.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
I mean,
awesome.
You don't really throw them.
Yeah, well.
Okay. All right. What else do we have? We're good? All right.
So that is Johnny Cage. Super excited.
I feel like he's going to
show
be
the kinda
pretty
trade-off where You want to
meta-defining.
do the shadow kick and then hold
I mean,
the
he's
kick
like the
and all
only
that, but
person
then you
we've seen
open
so far that
yourself
has
up.
an in-depth
But you did
showcase
get
for
height
them.
meters, so maybe it's worth it. It's,
Right.
But
it's
from
a
what we're
really
seeing,
neat
like, this
mechanic.
dude has a lot
That's
to work
awesome.
with.
Johnny
He
Cage
doesn't
is
even have
definitely
projectiles,
super
but,
cool.
you know, they
Remember,
make up for that with cameo
remember we always
characters.
say,
So it's not even like
work
his
in
base
progress
kit
still?
needs
Yes.
that. All right. And the last one we're going to be taking a look at for today is let's break down Scorpion. Let me hear it.
What are we on to next?
We need
I think
something
it's time to show off
to
Scorpion.
balance this Johnny
Oh,
Cage
okay.
meta, bro. Let me see
All
it.
right.
Let me see it.
So,
The best
Scorpion is
ninja
back,
in the game.
And like most of the returning characters in MK1, our design team kind of looked at 30 years of history.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Liu Kang
Mm.
reshaped the world, you know, in his vision.
Right.
Our
Mm-hmm.
design team kind of looked at the past and was like, what are the core moves that you absolutely have to bring back?
Absolutely.
What are the
Down
moves
back
that
X,
you want to
teleport.
kind of give a fresh coat of paint?
Yep.
And
Dart.
then what's the new stuff that we could do?
Always
with-
got to keep it fresh.
Exactly.
That's
So
right.
with Scorpion, you start off, you have the spear,
Love it.
and you have the teleport.
Basics.
Straight 1992, you
Yep.
have to have it. They're back. Get
From the
over
beginning.
here.
Mm-hmm.
You get over there. But then, from Deadly Alliance, Hellfire's back.
Yes. And I think he had this in. I can't remember if it was Mortal Kombat 9 or if it was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. But I used to play both of those around the same era on PS3 and Xbox 360, respectively. Oh my god, bro. Whatever game it was in, I want to say it was Mortal Kombat versus DC. That was my favorite move of all time, bro. And you could enhance it and really cook them. God, it was so
Love it.
cool.
And
And
then,
that tracks, of course.
yes,
Yeah.
in this game, it is a low. It is not unblockable. But if
Right.
you EX it, it'll be the classic unblockable version.
Nice,
Lights you on
nice.
fire.
Okay. Cool.
Then,
And it doesn't take away their health. I don't know if it just enhances the amount of damage you do, or maybe they just have it locked to that amount of health. But if you take a look at it, once he enhances and you know, ignites him up, he doesn't take any damage.
Lights you on fire.
But
Okay.
his health bar does flicker, so I wonder
Then
what that's about.
he has some new stuff, primarily using
His outfit looks
his
so
rope
good.
and the hook at the end.
Right.
So
I'm not even gonna try and say what it is.
I know, but I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
to pronounce
it's too much.
I think it's called a kana or a tana. This actual weapon here with the rope connecting the scythe and the dagger.
Pressure to get it right.
Fair.
He has this super long
Comma.
sweep,
It's a comma. It's not a scythe. It's a comma.
anti-air. It's used in a bunch of strings.
I think I'm not a scientist. yet.
And he has special moves with it.
Ooh, it's so saucy.
I call that the.
That was
That's
10%
what
just
it's
with that
called in
thing.
the move list.
I love that dash. That's so
And
flashy,
then
bro.
one of the cool new moves is air spear, where he yanks them in the air.
Yes.
Right.
And
He has
this
a
goes
lot of air
perfectly
combat
well
in this
with what
game, and
we're
I
talking
love to
about
see it,
next,
bro.
Which is the
I hope they bring back his Mortal Kombat 9 air throw. That thing was so flashy. I remember, like, that's my favorite air throw out of any game ever. Unmatched, bro. It was
air
just so
combos are
flashy.
Back. They haven't been in a game for
20 years.
2006.
Yeah,
So it's
just going
super
on that.
fun.
It's going on 20. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, and I love that combo. It's like almost classic MK3 smoke.
Yes.
Right? The knee to the pop-up. Ooh wee.
So air combos can
Yes.
use
Ooh.
end combos, but they can also extend them.
Ooh.
Like you'll see here,
25%.
you
Dang,
do one through in
dang.
the air, they bounce up, and you can continue.
See, if we were playing today, I'd be doing this too.
Oh, I know.
There's also some that end in
wild.
throws, splats,
Pause on
all different kind of reactions.
Where is a swaggy combo?
Yeah, let's see
We
it.
got any?
Enhanced. Yep.
Oh.
Okay, Stephanie. Yep, she's cooking.
I wouldn't have done
Look at that. Golden letters.
And you can also do
37%.
cool stuff with your cameo, like you were saying earlier. Maybe you want to
Yes,
double
let's
down
see
on
it.
your stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Got Kung Lao on deck right now. Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay. Also, I think it's his 3-3-3 combo. Also reminds me of like a classic combo too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
like the
yes, I
another
love those.
MK3 combo,
That's
right?
right.
Oh my gosh, I love
Confirmables.
it. Just those little nods and throwbacks. That's some of my favorite.
Air combat is one of my favorite things in this game as well. I've had so much
Absolutely.
fun just like
Yes.
trying to like rack my brain figuring out what to do in the air, and there's so many choices too.
Yeah, the number of combo routes in this game are like really extensive, and it's super fun.
Nice.
You can also
That's
one of
what
the
you love to
coolest
hear.
things of the cameos is coming with combos on the fly.
Yeah.
Like while you're actually playing, and you're like, oh, I can convert into this, and then you do it, like stuff like that. It feels awesome.
One of my things that I also really
Nice.
like too is that, like, you know, in previous games, you kind of get, there's a lot of air movement, air pokes, jump attacks, and things like that. But now, like, if I just meet you in the air with a punch, we can extend that into a combo now, right? Which
Yes.
hadn't been done before, and it's so much fun to like get into those
That's
too.
interesting because you have your ground footsies, and now
Right.
maybe you have your air footsies.
Right. Like it's crazy. That's fun.
And that is it for today, y'all. We flew through these pretty quick, I want to say. This is probably a little longer than usual video. But I think it does have a lot of very interesting clips. You know, a lot of really good context as to what we're getting into with Mortal Kombat 1. Big shout out to Kombat Kast 1. This was on the official Mortal Kombat YouTube page. Go check them out if you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, additions. Be sure to let me know in the comments below how you guys feeling about this. Personally, I'm the most hyped for Mortal Kombat 1 probably I've ever been since Mortal Kombat 9, maybe. I'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much. I'm most excited for some more insight on the backstory of these characters, and I have to see what this big roster is going to look like. They have so many options. If you guys are new, consider subscribing as I do post content this daily. Have a great day. Stay safe. Take care. Peace. Adios. And of course, until next time. Bye-bye.